toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers' offense will come out first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Slithers into space. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal block.
That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. It's carry on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's sacked. Inside the 45. Sweet spin. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Just keep slinging it. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked, Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Catch in the middle. It's sacked. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Jennings. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing that he's going to sit down when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's sacked. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to be a big difference.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they're able to get him down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Plucks it out of the air.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He'll pull it, turning it on. Made a defender miss. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's sacked. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Fitted in the window for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They want to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the returner goes down. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Keeps looking downfield. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilcox. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. What a cut. Now he's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. Stealing a score on special teams.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He leaves it with his back, finding open areas. And they swarm him under.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the loose in the middle. The 10. Touchdown, LSU. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. They are able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. Got his man.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He's in open space downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. LSU now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good...
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And with time running out here in the first half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's carry on. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Offense now working in the red zone. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams proving to be special.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Grabbed over the middle. It's sacked. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The short hands. It's sacked. And he's brought down after a nice game.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown LSU! If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Quick release by the QB. And the defense drags him down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make him...
Oh, he just handled it poorly. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete on the right side. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Grabs it inside the 10. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they are cruising toward a 4-0 start. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll run play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking deep down the right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown LSU! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bland. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Found a seam. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. LSU lining up 1st and goal. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They just keep firing. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse. And this found the seam on the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's carry on. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get enough? Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions.